Give it a measure. What was that?
Something go bang. You can't see it, you can probably just see the end. There it is. Bang. Why has that happened?
Said you'd put some weight on.
You little orange bugger. Yeah, that's less than optimal, that is.
I shouldn't use this.
Oh, you absolute legends, welcome back to the channel. John here, I'm at Dad's of course with the Night Orange Smart. It is my 2011 Smart ForTwo 451. The wonderful people at Evolution Limited have sent us some new suspension for the front of the car because as you can see, well, it's riding a little bit low. We'll do some measurements in a minute just to make sure it is going to make much of a difference. Shout out then to Kane, who is the owner of Evolution Limited, for sending me these parts for free. He's been watching the channel and actually has been enjoying it. We've been watching his and enjoying it too. If you haven't been on the Evolution website, it is the go-to website for all things smart car all over the world. Anyway, in this video, we're going to fit some brand new shock absorbers and springs to the Smart 451 Night Orange. You can see there it does appear to be riding low, and actually if you look at some of the previous earlier videos that I did with the car, it does seem to be riding higher. I've put nearly 15,000 miles on the car in a year, so it's had a bit of a battering. As you can see under here, well, I can just get two fingers in at a push. On in.
How do, Squire?
You've got the wrong overalls on this morning.
That's all I've got. That'll do.
Sam, if you've got any spare Mercedes overalls,
I don't know.
Dad needs some. So we're going to fit the new springs and shock absorbers to the 451. What are you doing now?
What you said.
Yeah, we're going to measure it just to see if we actually make much of a difference.
581. 577.
So 581 and 577. Just talk us through the job, because when we did the 450, we were a bit blind leading the blind. We had to take all the front off, we had to take everything off. Yeah, how are we going to do this job? Because Kane has sent us some special tools.
Special tools, we'll see how we get on, eh?
Yeah, what do those special tools do?
You can stick it through the spring and it clamps the suspension rod, and then you put a big spanner on it, hopefully.
And it stops it from turning round. Yeah. First port of call, then get some panels off, get the wheels off. You can't remember how to do this, can you? So it's a push.
Oh.
And a push.
I was thinking it was that other thing.
And it just literally...
Yeah. Slides towards you.
Slides towards you like that, but it's held
out the way.
in place with a little screw, so I'll take that out of the way.
I'll just get the screwdriver.
I've got a tool in my hand. Ta-da! Take your panel off. So the tops of the struts are in there, are they? Is it going to be a...
I think so.
Lights out job, is it?
Bloody lights out, all right.
So you're feeling for the top of the mounts?
I'm taking these covers off so I can see what I'm dealing with.
Aha!
And I'm going to have some lube on them for a start.
Lube.
That one's been off. It's got spanner marks on it. Just have that on there ready.
Let's have
see how awkward they are to get at.
So they're right in... Oh, I can see them. I can't really see them properly with me camera equipment. Let's see if I can get in there. There they are, in there. So we're going to do the near side first. Locking wheel nut tool. Make sure you know where yours is. So you're gearing up with your tools to do the job. There's some specialist tools that Kane has sent us to do this, like we spoke about. So what is that there? That's like a...
Hopefully that should clamp round the shock absorber rod.
Yeah.
Without damaging it. Then we can put a big spanner on it and hold it to undo the top.
So you put the spanner through the spring.
Hopefully, yeah.
To hold that.
We'll see how it goes.
And then we can stop it from turning. Because last time, as I say, when we did this, everything was turning around, wasn't it? Could you machine something like that, do you think?
You could, mate, couldn't you?
Yeah.
Ralphie could machine.
Ralphie Customs, shout out to him. And this one, this was your mystery tool. I
still don't know why it's got all this gubbins on here yet.
Maybe to do some other jobs?
I don't know. That's to spread the bottom of the strut, but the hub,
yeah.
So you get the leg out.
Okay, fine. So we've got then the two specialist Mercedes tools,
yep.
The spreader and the strut top holder. If you want to buy one of these yourself, they're quite expensive, you know, they're 80 quid on eBay. Well, here's the part number, we'll put it in the description. We might have to, we'll see if we can machine one of these, I think. Sure. And this one, I'm not sure, it hasn't got a part number on, but you can find that on the internet. You've got Big Bertha.
Yeah, I don't know whether that's going to be too fat to get through the spring.
Adjustable spanner.
If I was doing these all the time, I'd have a thin spanner that fits that.
Yeah, we've got a hex key, T-bar there. We've got some nut pullers.
No, they're not.
No, they're not. They're ball spreaders, of course they are.
Ball spreaders, aren't they?
Ball pullers, some needle nose pliers. What are they for?
I just had them little caps off the wheel.
Oh, right, okay.
Come on, John.
No, hang on. No, this is content. We've got to do this properly.
People can't watch a 5-hour video.
And spring compression tools as well.
Where's your locking wheel nut tool, son?
Sorry?
Where's your locking wheel nut tool?
It's here, ready, safe. Right, the wheel's off. Dirty behind it. Oh dear. Well, now we can kind of see what we're doing.
I'm just making sure we don't have any problems.
I'll make sure everything's nice and clean. And
yeah, because the last thing I want is to struggle with this.
while you're doing that, I'll get the parts out. So here's one shock absorber and spring that we've been sent. There are a little few marks on here because they're brand new, but not brand new. They were taken off a brand new car to fit some Brabus suspension and springs to the front of a 451. So they're as near as new can be.
Taking this roll bar link off, John. And of course we've got to use it again, so I don't want to mess it up. And the nut has been on there for some time.
There they are, there's the new shockies and springs. If you need some front shock absorbers, it's A451 3200. That anti-roll bar link gave you some problems there, didn't it?
Oh, I didn't want to mess it up.
Ah, so you've taken your time with it. Yeah. Is it off now?
Yeah.
Good news.
The main problem is there's about 6 miles of this strut goes through there. Wish I knew what I was doing. You see how much goes through there?
Yeah. That's the shock absorber. Well, it's on a bracket, look. Can you see? There's a bracket here.
All that fits through there, doesn't it? So I've got to get all that clean to take all that out of there. My biggest concern is the flipping ABS.
Yup.
It's in my way. Mr. Evolution will be shouting at me saying you're doing this wrong.
Well, we're having a go.
Right, well that's got to go. Let's get that off, Peter.
So one of your concerns is getting the bottom of the suspension through that hub.
We've got to get this far enough down to get all that off there.
So we've got to take the bottom arm off.
Well, I should think so, yeah.
So you've taken
my first concern is
the brakes off, the calipers off.
Yeah, will that come off? If not, I've got to take the under tray off to find the connector. Go buy a lottery ticket for me now.
Yeah, I can do, because we've just taken the ABS sensor out relatively successfully. It just came out of there.
Yeah. Buy a blinking lottery ticket, John.
Well, whilst Dad's gone to get some tools, let's have a look under here. So here's the spring, and it goes all the way through the top of the car there, as you can see. The suspension, as Dad was saying. Here's the hub, and this is where we've got to sort of take it out from. But there's a whole host of it here through the bottom. That's why we need that hub spreader. There is where it attaches to the car. We're going to have to take this bottom arm off.
In a normal car, there's only that much in. This has got all that down there, look. Does that make any sense?
Certainly does. Oh, big berth has come out. So we just had the big bar out to push down on the track rod end because it was just spinning trying to take that nut off there. So that's done the job though, it's come out successfully. We're working towards taking this bottom arm out, I think.
Not sure
that's this nut.
Not sure how these bottom ball joints come off.
What's the next job?
To use that special tool they've sent us.
Is that the hub spreader or the thing that holds the strut?
That's it, strut thing, mate.
The strut thing.
That's it.
The 80 quid thing. That's too big, mate, that is.
Well,
it's almost as big as the car. It's nearly lunchtime, mate. Here's the tool. Here's the super duper special tool. And it's going to go up on there. The whole point is you put it on the suspension and then use a big spanner to hold it in place. This tool should stop us from having to take the entire front off like we did on the 450, so it is an invaluable tool. Shout out again to Kane for lending us the tool. There it is then, you can see it's in there, looking good. We're just making sure we get it geared up in the right position so that you can actually get your spanner on it, so it's with the gap facing us. You can get that spanner through the spring and hold on to it, in theory. We're discussing getting Dad some of them super duper Ray-Ban camera glasses so you can have Dad cam. And we've also discussed there's probably some things that you don't want to see.
You can never unsee. Before we stick the spanner under there, we wrap a rag around the handle.
Okay.
So it doesn't touch the wing.
So don't hit the wing, yeah. So now to find a socket that fits the top of the suspension. Why are you choosing a shallow socket?
It'll give me more room to... Right, so it's 21 mil. Extension.
Shallow socket, little extension, and then a bar. You've had a brainwave.
I bloody well have.
That is a big adjustable spanner, which apparently we're not using now. Oh, you found something else.
That's not the normal phrase for it. It's the...
what, this one?
The off, that's called the off.
It's the big fuck-off spanner.
No, adjustable. Big fuck adjustable.
But you've changed tactic.
I have.
You've got a monkey wrench.
That's better tool for the job, Gromit. And it works.
Why is the monkey wrench better than the big
It's thinner.
adjustable? Aha, right, okay.
And it's worked as well.
Well, it's done it. Well, you've cracked the nut off.
Yep.
Oh, I didn't get to see it.
Well, let's just do it again now.
You tell me off for doing stuff just for the sake of content.
Holding that square thing.
So that wrench is holding the machine.
Right. And it's come undone.
And it's come undone.
Well, there you are. £80 well spent for Kane.
Did the job, didn't it?
Certainly did.
That's what you needed. So we'll just try it the old-fashioned way.
The old-fashioned way being a big lump of metal and a big hammer.
Oh, now we're going back to the 1950s. Let's use this. Now then. Don't knacker that bottom ball joint nut up.
So the bottom arm is off.
There?
Yeah.
Don't bash it with anything.
Don't hit that. That's the lower arm ball joint.
It's not that I damage the boot.
Oh yeah, so we'll have to put a Peugeot one on it.
No, just put a cloth over that. It's a
Two-man job.
Yeah.
What do we need to do?
You need to cop hold of that end and lift it up a bit.
Of the...
Lift the whole lot upwards, the spring and the strut up.
Yep, ready?
Oh, that's it. Just lift it. Oh, yeah. It'll come your way soon. Hang on, keep it there. Are you all right?
Yep. Should come out, right?
Go down there. That's it. Lift it out.
Oh, it's out, mate. Here she is. There it is.
There you go.
Smart.
Not three bad, is it?
Let's have a look now. Right, so we've got that suspension component all out. We've taken the bottom arm off and it's actually brought the whole hub out with it. The strut top, the spring, the shocky, the whole shebang. The strut top is branded Smart, so that's either original or a genuine replacement. And actually the shocky is branded Smart. It's got the Smart sticker on it, so I would suggest that's probably the original thing. Let's have a look. There's the tool still in place.
See that,
Did the
like
job.
John boy? I want that clean.
That needs cleaning off, does it?
Yeah, get all that.
That sounds like a job for the apprentice.
That jolly well is, son. I'm going to put away some of the tools we don't need.
So what's the reason that I'm having to clean all this off?
It's got to come through that hole, hasn't it?
That makes sense. So all this corrosion needs scratting off here because, as Dad says, it needs to come through this hole.
Doesn't look too bad, does it?
That the majority of the trash is now off there. You can see where it's got to spread this.
Yeah.
And it should, in theory, just lift out or slide out. There is the hub spread. I'm guessing that goes in there like that.
You've had a good look. You've had a better look.
To me, it looks like those bits there.
What's this bit for, though?
Dunno.
Must do something when you
Must do something else.
Yeah, that's true.
Unless it is for when it's in situ and it pushes against
Probably
something.
the folks who know what they're doing do them in situ.
We don't know what we're doing.
Best way to be.
You know what we're doing?
Muddling through.
We're just having a go.
I know it's not very tight because you could see it had moved a bit.
So that's the other specialist tool we're using, which is the hub spreader. You can see this is the strut, or the shock absorber. This is the part of the shock absorber, and this is obviously the hub.
What's all this stuff?
And it's gone through in here, and it should, in theory, spread that hub open so we can remove the shocky. Hang on, whoa. What am I holding?
Just hold that, mate.
Hold that.
Yeah, just hold it up.
She's out. Ta-da!
Hub spreader.
Hub spreader. That is the adults only version of hub nut. Don't Google that.
No, don't go there. Hub spreading. Right then, Gromit.
We need the new shocky, don't we?
Well, we need
Shocky and spring.
Yeah, make sure we get the right one.
Well, I think they're both the same.
I bet they aren't.
Well, they've both got the same part number.
Just bring the tinkering things through.
I'll bring you one. So here's the new ones. There's the old one. We're going to get it all built back up. We've obviously got the top mount to put in. We've got the spring to compress in. We've got that plastic cap to put in. Good. Are they handed?
Well, that's the same thing as that. And if you look at the other side, that looks like it'd fit the other side.
Right, the old one's in the vise. Cool. What a power face.
Where's the flipping contraption?
Where is the contraption? People may cry. We splashed out and spent some of our YouTube earnings. Dad splashed out and spent some of his hard-earned retirement earnings and bought some new spring compressors.
Oh, I'm stupid, Peter. You've still got the thing on there. Where's the monkey
Of course, let's go get the wrench.
So this is another thing where this tool is useful.
Are you being sponsored by Monkey Wrenches today?
Monkey wrenches are us.
This video is in association with Monkey Wrenches and Evolution.
Tool time.
Tool of the week.
So we're not going to take it all the way off. No.
Oh, you're not going to do it with your tool of destiny. Boing!
Right, John boy.
Time to
Keep
take
your young brain on the job, because
Spring
me
on.
being an old and senile old git, I'm liable to forget how everything goes together.
Oh right, well with.
Part 1, Part 2, all in one go. That special tool is, if you was doing these all the time, you'd have one of these.
Yeah. Yeah,
you
you
buy
would.
a cheap version, because some shockies always fly in, and you can buy a cheap version, which is nylon, to stop them from flying down. When you put them together, it keeps pissing off down. So you can get this thing to clamp it to stop it doing that.
But that special Mercedes-Benz smart tool is the right thing to have, isn't it?
It is.
There you are. 80 quid if you want one.
I think if I was a... Yes.
Is that something you think we're going to probably purchase and add to our collection?
Let's put it like this, it's a damn good tool. It's made this job easier, hasn't it?
Certainly has.
Now, fair play to the bloke, he's saved us a lot of hassle.
He's taken pity on us.
Yeah.
What are these boys doing?
It's for the NFL.
Yeah.
Normal for Lincolnshire.
Off comes the spring. Interestingly, the smallest.
Concentrate.
Smallest bit at the bottom.
Right. That's there like that. Are you watching how it goes
I
together?
am.
So I don't make, like I say, I'm a bit senile. Can't help it. The body's okay, but the brain is weak. And that
Is
is...
that like a little bump stop, is it?
That's just what it is, John.
Let's have a look at what's included on there. So you've got strut top nut, strut top and like a flangey gasket. You've got this, what's this called? Little plastic dampener thing.
No, it's the
This
dust,
thing.
It's the dust gate. isn't
This
it?
thing.
Stop the dirt getting in it.
This is this and this. And I'm guessing we're going to add that tool to the new one.
You shuffled them around.
Of course I've not shuffled them around. Yeah, just for banter. I thought, I know what we'll do. We'll move all these around. This is one of my favourite things we do when we replace these. Dad pushes these against the bench. Have a look at them. Oh my goodness. Right. Okay. Okay. Now push them against the bench and let's have a look. The old one is definitely weaker, isn't it? Ready? Yeah, I can't see that, mate, but you can. You've got to hold them up towards me. Can you just show me the old spring versus the new spring, just to see if there's much compression in it, or if there's any difference? Oh yeah. It's about, what, ½ inch different?
Well, that would have thought, mate.
Yeah. We're not wasting our time then, are we?
You'd be upset if you paid for them.
Do you think there's not much of a difference between the shock absorbers, no? No?
It is, you can see it isn't.
I've been advertising your services on Facebook.
Yeah, you can do about something like the size of that adjustable.
Smart ForTwo suspension repairs.
Piss off.
Right, on it all goes. There goes a little bump stop. There goes the black thing. Then goes the plastic thing.
There's a gator, isn't it?
Gator, that's the
Stops
word I wanted.
Stops the dirt getting on it, mate. But then we need a
Then you need your spring.
What?
Time for the top mount.
You happy?
We're getting somewhere, mate. So the spring's on, top mount is on. Now to refit it. Well, you made that look easy, mate, especially with that tool.
The tool is a wonderful thing.
Yeah, that is the full rebuilt suspension unit.
It's a wonderful thing.
Back in the hub it goes. Hub spreader out. Well, it's ready to shove back in the hole. That's the professional mechanic term.
Really well, isn't it?
Is there a special way of doing it? Yeah. Or once it's in, it'll just pivot, won't it?
Yeah, just stick that up there.
Stick that up into the hole. Right, here we go. Apprentice of the week.
Warmer in the shed than it is in our house.
Certainly is, mate. It's not a nice day for this. We should have done this yesterday.
Okay, Gromit, it won't go any further now.
No, certainly won't.
Well,
there it is. Job done, I'm going for a cup of tea. Now it's exactly the reverse of everything. Bottom arm goes back in. Make sure you don't damage that ball joint. ABS to go back in. Caliper back on. Rotor back on. Tighten everything up and, well, away you go. So I've got the cap back on there because everything's been tightened up suspension wise. We're just putting on the disc and the pad carrier and the caliper. Taking off the weight. Getting everything nice and tight.
Check all the bolts, to be honest with you, John, and that's it.
Checking the bolts, putting the wheel on, and then we can give it a measure. And then, important, cup of tea. What are you doing?
Checking, we're going to check the bolts.
Hi.
So, I talk, you listen.
Okay.
Checking the caliper bolt, pinch bolt, bottom ball joint, track rod end. That's located, that's got a cable tie on it, top link, everything's tight.
Good, good. Now people will say, John, why aren't you cleaning all that off and tetra sealing it and wax oiling it today? Because it's bloody freezing and windy and horrible, and we're trying to get the job done.
There's a brass monkey been looking for somebody who can braze any road.
Yeah, we'll. I don't know what that means. We'll get it all.
He's frozen the balls off a brass monkey.
It's cold out here, so we're not doing the job today, but we will give all that a clean off and a tetra seal and a wax oil in a week or two. On goes the wheel. Let's hope it's made a difference, mate.
It'll be hard to tell until you get both sides done, won't it?
Shall we give it a little bit of a run up and down the drive, just to settle down?
Good idea, son.
There'll be breakfasts in here, I've not had that yet. Don't you measure it yet, I want to know. Don't you measure it yet, hang on a minute, what was it? 577. Right, hang on. The moment of truth. He's got his tape measure out. It was 577. It's now
542.
Pull the other one.
591.
Really? Made a difference, hasn't it? Quite a big difference. Do you know what we're going to say? Not wasting a time then. Right, cup of tea, dinner, and then offside. Certainly much more of a gap there now between the wing and the arch and the wheel. I mean, it has got to settle down, hasn't it? But I think that spring has made a big difference because there certainly was much more play in the old springs. Why have I just done that?
Because it's a bit more sheltered.
Might as well put it in there.
Yeah. It means moving that thing and all that.
Well, just pick it up and put it in the conservatory.
Come on, Bellend.
Right, dinner break over, coffee break over. Dad couldn't wait to get started on yon side. That's the Lincolnshire term. The correct term is the offside. Same again, is it?
Certainly is, John boy.
Hopefully we get it all to pieces and it is the right part that we've got. The other side, touch wood, went okay. The problem we might face this side is if that blooming ABS sensor doesn't come out. That's what's going to cause us a little bit of grief. Not going to show you the whole process on this, just the highlights, because, well, it's exactly the same. But yeah, more suspension coming on this side, and we'll do the measuring again.
Nothing's a problem. Don't have problems.
Concerns. So you're trying to take that ABS sensor out here now.
Be lucky.
How's it looking?
Not as good as the other side.
Oh dear.
Pass me some spam.
Did that ABS sensor come out?
It did, son.
Oh,
yeah.
excellent news. Good.
So
Well, what do you
pass
need?
me the 16mm combiner. No, 16mm ring spanner.
Right, there we go. The strut and the suspension is all out on this side. Let's have a look at it in the workshop. This side is a lot more corroded than the other side. Dad's just getting that ready to go, but I've got to clean all that off. The strut top, this side, has been replaced at some point in its life because it's not a proper smart one, whereas the other one is.
Strut spreader.
Strut spreader, that's what it is. That's what this
I'd
is.
love to know what this mechanism does, though.
Well, does it hold it in place?
No. Oh, it does, look.
There you are, look. It holds it into place, looking.
Fits inside that hole, so
There
you've got
you-
it in the right place.
There you go,
Oh,
look.
thanks, John.
Detective.
Oh, cool. I'm pleased I found that out. In fact, it's very over-engineered, isn't it?
Beautiful.
It is, isn't it?
Oh, working smarter, not harder. I like that.
Go back into the past.
Now to test the offside. See if we're going to make any sort of difference. Both them shock absorbers seem the same to me. Do they feel the same?
That one's harder at the bottom.
Okay, fine. Well, we're not wasting our time anyway, putting some new stuff on that we've been sent. The spring will make the difference. Where's the spring?
Oh.
Well, there's certainly a difference between the springs, though.
Well, it is.
Look at that. A massive difference. There it is. There's the second one rebuilt. What are you doing now? You're just cleaning up that hub, are you? Cleaning up the hub. We made that one look a lot easier than the first one. This tool, I know we keep banging on about it, is absolutely invaluable. That tool. So thanks to Kane for sending us that.
It makes the job twice as easy, doesn't it?
Well, we had just retreated inside the kitchen for a cup of tea because it started raining. Somebody probably mentioned filming a podcast. What are you doing under there with your little
cleaning
wire
these
brush?
Threads off me, old mate, so they don't fight me back when I'm trying to reassemble it.
Good idea. Watch your hand is.
Yeah, that's why I'm concentrating what I'm doing and not looking at you.
And there's the rebuilt suspension system. Right, you ready?
Yes, mate.
I'll stick it up here then.
You stick that up there. I'll put the nut on and just be laughing all the way to the chip shop.
To the chip shop. In goes the bottom arm. And we're going to make sure together that we tighten everything up first go. I want to just point something out to the viewers. Look at this. This is the brake disc. It's literally just been spotting about with rain. We've been inside for 20 minutes. Look how rusty all the rust spots have got on it in like sort of 20 minutes time. So we're tightening down the suspension now.
That's tight, John boy. Oh, yeah, that'll do.
There you are, that tightened up, I felt it go. Oh, made that look difficult. Invaluable tool.
It is. It would pay for itself doing one job.
There's the tool. Invaluable tool.
It is.
Get yourself one. A451 589 006300. Here we go, here's the tools. I've just seen you return from the garage with some cable ties.
Yeah, I just double checked. I've just fastened that bracket.
That's the ABS bracket, is it?
Yeah, I'm just belt and braces since it's been took off, and it's probably not used to being took off.
I'm genuinely amazed how quick there's some surface corrosion on that.
It is. It's interesting, isn't it?
Oh, that was a silly thing to have just done.
What's that? You scratched it?
Yeah, just caught all the side of it on the garage.
Bottom ball joint. Right, track would end to pop on now.
Good. Front's back on.
Thank you.
So the reason for the bar is to push against that.
Wedges that in its taper.
Yeah.
And it stops
Pulls
it
it
turning.
tight. Yep.
Stops it turning. Wouldn't pull it tight, it stops it turning.
She's on the deck. I'll give her a shunt back and forth.
Should we just tighten the wheel at first?
Oh, aye, yes, good idea. Good idea. I shall shunt her back and forth and then we shall measure.
That's an idea, yeah. Measure. Give it a measure. What was that?
Something go bang.
Something located, didn't it?
Sound like it's the back.
You're serious?
Yeah.
Oh, right. I think it might have just been something gone back into place. but-
Hopefully a back spring hasn't boing.
We'll have a look at that in a moment.
Stood right in front of the camera. Well, she feels all right. Right, moment of truth. Dad's got his tape. Can you come and measure, please?
Get out the car then. Get out the car.
Moment of truth.
Are you still in the car?
Oh, has it gone down?
Hey, you're in the car.
Go on
It was
then, what-
581.
581.
Yeah.
It was 581.
Yeah. 598. It's not very accurate, this isn't, is
No,
it?
it's not very scientific.
This is 600.
600? That's gone up then.
But at this moment in time, this is 600.
Fine. Well, we've shunted it around the driveway a bit anyway, haven't we? But
And this is 598.
okay. So 600 really
2 mil lower this side.
all the way round.
Because of that broken spring at the rear.
Yeah, let's hope not. There was a big bang, wasn't there, when I jumped in it. 581 to 57. So we've actually gained 20 mil to 2 centimetres. We've gained nearly 3 centimetres each side. Sits a bit better now. Remember before we started, I was struggling to get 2 fingers in. Now I can get 3 fingers in. That's a bit better. I think she sits better now.
Yeah, I think so, mate.
She's not looking low at the front. All about them
We'll
springs.
check the tyre pressures also.
Yes, we'll check the tyre pressures, and you know that big twang.
I'm just going to have a look at
I
the
think
rear.
we should just take a look at that because it did sound like the spring.
I
Hopefully,
think it might be something just located.
yes, hopefully it was just twanging back into place.
Springs broke.
No way.
Yep.
So as I jumped in it, the spring went bang.
Yep.
You can't see it. You can probably just see the end. There it is. Bang. Why has that happened?
Said you'd put some weight on.
Well, I did say to the dad at the beginning of this video, off camera, after we've done this, we'll have to do the springs at the back. And Dad said, well, no, we don't really need to do that. Why replace them when they don't need doing? You little orange bugger. Thankfully, all due respect though, fitting the spring at the back here is not a difficult job. It's not a difficult job at all. Would you believe it? Well, there you have it then. We have fitted successfully brand new suspension to the front of the Smart 451 Night Orange. It went relatively okay. It took us 3 or 4 hours. Those tools that Kane sent us, absolutely invaluable. And thank you once again to him and the team at Evolution. Link is in the description. He sent us those parts. He saved us, what, 250, 300 quid, which is good because now more content to come, which is a brand new spring on the, well, brand new pair of rear springs on the 451. How's it looking?
Looking like a frigging broken spring.
Broken spring. Amazing. It's rebelling. If you've enjoyed the video, thumbs up please. If you found it helpful and you want more smart car content, please don't forget to subscribe. Comment down below if you enjoyed the video, and would you have done it this way, or would you like to see us take the front end off and not use the invaluable tool? As I say, more content to come. Dad's not overly chuffed that he's now got a couple of springs to replace. Neither am I, because I've got to buy some more parts. Anyway, till next time, have a great day. Thanks for watching. Goodbye. Excuse me, sir. Please can I see the broken spring? Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's less than optimal, that is.
I shouldn't use this.
As ever, thank you for watching this video. Dad and I have selected a couple more videos for you that we think that you might like. They're here now. Just give them a click to watch them. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already done so. It means a lot to us. Thank you.